The world is also looking at the crisis very, very closely. My colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary spoke with General Romeo Brawner, Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Now, he told us that the recent wars, in fact, could actually make China more aggressive in South China Sea and the East China Sea. Listen.
It's a big moment for us. Thank you for being with Times Now. But we are at a stage in the world when there's too much fighting.
Yeah.
Russia, Ukraine,
That's right.
and now America, Israel, Iran. So it's a difficult time for all soldiers.
Yes, indeed. And in our region, we also experience some kind of conflict with a superpower, which is China. And every day, we experience the bullying tactics of China. They drive away our fisher folks. They water cannon our Coast Guard and so on because of their claim of the whole South China Sea through their 9-line. And that 9-line goes well within the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines. And so, you know, it's not just in Ukraine, in Israel, in Iran, it's even here in the Indo-Pacific region that we are feeling that in the South China Sea as well as in the East China Sea, China versus Japan and South Korea.
Not only that, you went to court.
Yes.
You went to the international court,
That's right.
and they ruled in your favor.
That's right.
But China does not seem to listen to that.
They do not. So what we're doing now is that we're strengthening our ties with our only treaty ally, the United States, and several partners, like-minded nations. For instance, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, Canada, India, and so many other countries.
So would you say that these recent wars could theoretically at least embolden Beijing to do something even more drastic?
Well, that's one aspect that is a possibility. It could embolden them to, for instance, finally do what they really wanted to do with Taiwan. No? But I also believe that it could be a deterrent because of the actions, the swift actions of the United States. And we all know, of course, that the Philippines is a treaty ally of the U.S. Taiwan is an ally of the U.S. So now that they're seeing the actions of the U.S. Against Venezuela, against Iran, this could serve as a deterrent, in fact.
And viewers, my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary also spoke to the Deputy Foreign Minister of Romania, who said that Romania is keen to sell its oil, keeping the recent surge in mind. Listen in.
Romanian Deputy Foreign Minister Clara Volenteru. Welcome to Times Now, Minister Clara. This is a very difficult time for the world. Your neighboring country, Ukraine, is at war, and 4 years. Now there's another war that's broken out. How do you see the world?
There's a big difference between, and unfortunately for the past years, we've all, across the world, we've all learned to live in heightened risk. And we've also learned to mitigate some of these risks. The brave fight that the Ukrainian people are giving in the war of aggression that they're facing for 4 years now is a fight that they lead together with their allies and partners. And we, as neighboring country, the largest frontier with Ukraine, their primary neighbor, if you want, we stand together with the Ukrainian people.
Yes, and it's 2 wars now, not one anymore.
It's not just 2 wars. I think the whole world is boiling. I'm a graduate of conflict studies, and unfortunately, a time of peace has never been too long in our human history. So I think however much we would like to see a safe and peaceful world, it's up to us to understand that conflicts are part of international affairs, are part of foreign policy. So let's keep the dialogue open and hope to find solutions that continue to keep our regions connected.
The price people are going to pay for this war, the Iran war, is the fact that oil prices are going to shoot up, and they've begun to shoot up. and India will be affected and badly affected because 80% of India's oil is imported. Now Romania at Ploiești has one of the oldest oil wells and refineries. Is there anything Romania can do to help India to overcome this oil crisis that is coming up, that India will have to face?
You know, there's a long history of cooperation in the energy sector between Romania and India. If your viewers don't know this, the first oil refinery in India in the 60s was built with Romanian technology. So the partnership in the energy sector between Romania and India is long-lasting.
India and the EU have just done a trade deal. Is that going to help trade ties, investment issues between Romania, important country, 20 million people, and India?
The mother of all agreements, right? We are all very happy that this agreement is now in front of us because it is a message, it is a signal. It is a comprehensive new generation trade agreement that allows for a deeper integration between the European and the Indian market, but it's also a signal to European leaders that India is a trustworthy, reliable partner that they can reach out to and build new economic partnerships and ties. And for Romania, it's more than economics. It's a history, a cultural affinité. So I do believe that with a new trade agreement on the table and the lifting of barriers and the integration process that will unfold, Romanian businesses and Romanian labor market will start to integrate much deeper and much more systematically with their Indian counterparts.